Okay, July 10th, 7:15 in the morning, and um, haven't been down to go and check the table yet, but I've got a little something for you guys who enjoy deciphering dreams, because I had a pretty wild one last night, and I guess I'm not the only one who had that. So, who else had it?
Tanya and Carlos the same night.
Tanya and Carlos both had the same, well, practically the same dream on the same night. Not the same night as what I just had, but anyways, so last night I had this dream where we were camping in some place I've never been before. It had a dry riverbed with all these boulders and stuff, and it was about dusk, and I was camped on the outer edge of the campsite and stuff so that I could have my encounter like I usually camp and stuff. And I saw this massive adult male Sasquatch walking through the dry riverbed and everything. And I was kind of following him along the riverbed and stuff, and I peek up over this boulder, and all of a sudden he was gone. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, okay, where'd he go? And all of a sudden he appeared standing over the top of me, like standing like way over the top of me. And I looked up and I immediately dropped to the ground, and I was in the fetal position, and I was just in panic mode and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. And he just was sitting there, and he reached down and he just, and I was like, okay. And he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, pestering you? And he was like, you're not pestering me. And so he picks me up. Like, he just literally just grabs me and picks me up, stands me up and stuff. And then he was just like, well, my name's Angie. And I'm like, that's my mother's name and stuff. And he was like, well, in my language it means mighty warrior. And I'm like, well, I'm Big Hat. And he was like, that's a goofy name. And I'm like, well, I was named by one of you and stuff. And he was like, well, that's a good name then. It's a good name. And we kind of hung out and had a bit of a conversation. I don't remember the full conversation and stuff, but he was very kind, very gentle and stuff. And then he was like, okay, well, I gotta go, so you have a good evening and stuff. And off he went. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like kind of amazed at what just happened and stuff. That the fact that I even had to, or got to sit down with one of them and hang out with them. And then we were camped with Mel Scahan too, and Mel was tracking him, and he was like, you guys, I just found these massive footprints. I mean, this dude must be at least 15 feet tall. Like, he is huge and stuff. And he walked right past Willie's camp up the riverbed. Like, all Willie would have had to do was just look over, and you would have saw him. And I'm like, it was a lot more intense than that, buddy. And he was like, what do you mean? What am I missing here? And that's when I woke up and stuff. So, but when I woke up and I told Mom about that, and she was like, Carlos and Tanya had like the same dream. And so, I don't do very well in deciphering dreams and stuff, but I do believe in visitation during dreams. And if three of us now have met a 15-foot male Sasquatch named Angie, that I don't even know what to make of it. So I'm just posting it on here, letting you guys know this is what happened last night. I had a wild dream, And, you know, I was in full panic mode and he didn't want me to be scared. So he was just really gentle and really kind and stuff. So it just went from full panic to full excitement immediately. So anyways, God bless, stay squatchy. We're off to Seattle today.